learning sCrypt tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to debug Bitcoin smart contracts in transactions. So a lot of times after you deploy smart contracts on Bitcoin network, when you call it, you may encounter errors. So I'm going to show you how to directly launch the debugger using the smart contracts in Bitcoin transactions directly from the IDE. So this can help you quickly identify where the bug is. It also works not only for sCrypt, but also working for raw Bitcoin script as well. So you can use this feature to launch any smart contracts written in Bitcoin script and learn how Bitcoin script work as well. So let's get started. First, we always start with the homepage, sCrypt.io. We scroll down to the desktop IDE section. Then we click Read User menu, and then we click Debugger, and then we click Launch Debugger, and this is the first way to launch the debugger. So I've already opened my Visual Studio Code. So using Mac OS, you can select Command Shift and P to bring up the command menu, in which you choose Launch Debugger from Transaction. Now we see this panel. So in this network, in this panel, you can see a number of drop-down menus and also inputs. First, you can see which network you are using. So first, let's try testnet. And then you can input the transaction that contains a smart contract and also the input index, which smart contract you are trying to interact. So because I already deploy a contract on the testnet here, so I'm going to just use this directly from here. I can paste either the transaction ID or the raw transaction hex here. So let's put the transaction ID here. And since this one is from a sCrypt smart contract I have available here on the left called demo. So I'm going to choose demo from here, and then I click Launch Debugger. And then it will fetch everything from the testnet and fill in all the parameters needed for the debugger. You can see now it stops right at the public function add. And then from now on, you can debug it as if it's locally available in your desktop machine. So I'm going to stop right here. And let's also try this for one case where you know the sCrypt contract of the Bitcoin transaction used here. But what if you don't know it? For example, a lot of cases, you can only see Bitcoin script, not sCrypt. You may not either compile from sCrypt or you don't know the source code. So in this case, don't worry. You can also use the ID, this feature, to debug it. Let's say we choose a mainnet, and we can choose a arbitrary Bitcoin transaction. I think it happened here. I can just already find one from the mainnet. So I can put the transaction ID here. So since here, I don't know the source code, I can just choose auto-generate it. I can launch it again, and let's see what will happen. Okay, now it loads everything from the mainnet. And since we don't know the sCrypt smart contract source code, or in this case, it's just a pay-to-public hash contract. We don't even have the original. It's written not in sCrypt, but in Bitcoin script directly. So we can see it already starts here. We can also find out all the unlocking parameters arguments has been also read from the blockchain as well. So this is very useful. For example, now you can just step through it and watch how the stack works, or set different breakpoints like any other debugging session. So I hope this is useful. And please leave me any comments if you have any in the video section below. And hopefully see you next time. Thank you.